Yoy, great to see you, man. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Thought I'd see if anybody was hanging out on a Friday night. Uh, and trying out, I just got a new phone. So this camera setup here should be a significant upgrade. Let's see if we can get this. What's going on? Who's hanging out? If you're in here, say what's up. What do we got here? Soda. Morky, how's it going, man? Ian, great to see you all. Robin, hello. How's everybody doing? Friday. It's Friday. Is it like, hey, Victor, great to see you. Ska Knight, Whacker. Oh, the gang's all here. Morky sounds good. Thanks for that. Thanks for the feedback. I think I got the new phone and the new iPad, so I have way better options for streaming. I want to try the phone. On my last one when I tried streaming, it just killed the battery. I've had better luck with the iPad, but I had to see how this camera looked, right? It's so much better. Wait till I get back into... Hey, Noah. Great to see you, man. Being a fine figure, welcome. Derpy, great to see you. Derpy, 9 days. Yeah, 9 days till Christmas. I've got next week I got a short work week. After Tuesday, I'm off until January. So I'm going to be, what's up, Lord Farticus? I'm gonna be doing the top 20 of the year. I think I'm gonna do a McFarlane, ranking the different McFarlane lines of this year. Kind of just, reflective look back. I don't know, something like that. I mean, the spoiler is that the toy line of the year is Avatar. I mean, I'm as shocked as anybody else, but these are awesome. I saw Avatar yesterday, by the way. It was cool as hell. It's awesome. It's like the first one. It's not the best movie in the world or anything. Definitely not. But man, it's cool. It's cool. It's pretty looking. You forget you're watching, CG. You get swept up in it. It's cool. I'm gonna see it again. Maybe this weekend, honestly. Hey Eddie, great to see you. How's it going? Oh, Whacker, that's a good idea. Do a look, compare some 2020 multiverse figures to some 2022 ones. Nick Mandel, hey, great to see you. You're rearranging your shelves. Yeah, this room is getting closer. Actually, we could do a little quick, right? Hang on. Quick little mini tour, right? I mean, the shelves need to get, they're all in a bit of disarray. It's the same basically since shortly after I moved in, which is like a few of the shelves are kind of put together and look good. And then you get down here and it's just kind of a mess. And it's stuff up in boxes, stuff strewn about. Shelves over here that are half finished thoughts and some that are just not even anything. And then let's see, can I flip this? This stuff is kind of just half put away. Kind of chaotic. The desk over here is gonna be nice, but it's not quite. in order. You get the idea. It's close. It's. I mean, it's not far. I just need some dedicated, you know, lengthy kind of sessions in here. You know. So over holiday break, I'll be doing a lot of lives, and I mean, hell, this is I think this is the third live stream now where I've said I need to review this Power Ring. It's the year-long Build-A-Figs. They just take the wind out of my sails. I can't wait to put that star together. I'll put that star on the Christmas tree, you know, once it's assembled. It just that year-long, that drawn-out Build-A-Fig kills my buzz. It just the momentum has crashed. Hey Nathan, great to see you. Oh, Nathan, you picked up the Todd Batman. Yeah, that's a bit of a throwback. Those are the old ball joint ankles. Nick, thank you. Oh, and wrists actually on that Batman. Thanks for appreciate the sweatshirt. Yoy, you got a deal on that Bat Family. Great deal. I'll probably eventually pick that up. Hopefully it'll go on like a deep discount. That's my thought. I had a hard time passing on that online sale that with whatever 12 Days of Christmas, whatever it was, on McFarlane's online store. There were some really great deals. They almost got me a few times. They almost got me on some Warhammer stuff. They almost got me on a few things. Some Mortal Kombat, but man, they just, I couldn't justify it with the shipping. I've got some figs, honestly, that I could stand to get rid of. And maybe we'll do that over break. We'll do during some of the live streams, because I had to get a stamps.com account for the Kickstarter to ship out all the comics. So we should do a series of giveaways, and I'll do it like I did on the Kickstarter. I'll sign one of the hockey pucks and a fig. I'll send them to some folks. Oh yeah, Lord Spartacus. Avatar is Ferngully mixed with aliens. They ratchet up the aliens factor in this one with there's a whole team, a squad of Space Marines, and they're all avatars. They're blue, and they're 10 feet tall. It's cool. It's cool as hell. So we all know kind of how we feel about Avatar, right? It's not, like I said earlier, not the best movie in the world or anything, but I mean, solid fundamentals, right? There's some pretty cool stuff going on in those movies. The action, when it pops off, it is cool as hell. This one, I would say, like, not that the first Avatar had a great story or anything. It was obviously very kind of simplified, streamlined, kind of archetypal thing, right? This one, the story is, I think, maybe not as good. There's a lot more interesting characters, but it's definitely, it feels like it's setting up for a whole, series of sequels, right? So there's a lot of kind of dangling threads in the story, things that are kind of set up and not quite delivered on, but I mean, it's worth it. It's worth it just to see it. You're gonna have to see it, right? Yeah, Morty, those leaks, the ones that had like Catwoman and yeah, oh yeah, they look great. I can't wait. Finally we're back into a season of some stuff's about to come out that I'm really stoked about. I like that the blue color scheme of the Hush Batman, but I don't need that dead Batman because that's just another re-release of the Hush Batman, and really the Black Lantern zombie Batman's is a way better one. Scott Knight, you dabbled in G.I. Joe? That was probably pretty fun. I have been picking up, like I talked about last time, I've been picking up a bunch of like, I'm stockpiling like really cheap legends to use as fodder for the next comic. I'm going to be making like a second wave of Drop Shadow figures. So, and that's going to take, I'll have to chip away at those like customs over, it'll take a couple years, the same way the first comic did. So I've just been stockpiling those because those are all, that's going to turn into a whole series of projects, the same way this one was. I was chipping away at all those different figures. And 6-inch is obviously the much better scale for doing customs. They're just so much more exists at an affordable price that you can get the fodder somewhat reasonably. There's different stuff to work with. I showed these last time, but like the Bratz car, the Mystery Machine is going to turn into an A-Team van. Ian, great to see you. Thanks for swinging by. Oh yeah, you know what? That Superboy, the Superboy looks really cool, except for the jacket. I think that's gonna need the that Three Jokers Red Hood jacket. The way, you know, I put together that little easy Superboy, right? Do I still have him handy? I thought I had that Superboy nearby, but I don't know if I do. That texture jacket, that Superboy that's coming out, the jacket's too plain, right? No texture or anything. I mean, that's the stuff I really like in the McFarlane stuff. All those great textures, all the cool deech. Oh yes, okay. We should talk about the Catwoman, right? Because I saw the, yes, I saw all of the commentary that it kind of looked like maybe she was kind of packing heat down there in the crotch area. And I got to weigh in on this because I was a competitive swimmer for 8 years. And, you know, swimming, you see a lot of people in their skivvies, right? And I think the sort of package situation that's happening on that Catwoman is actually, I don't think she's got junk down there. I think it's a big bush. That's my 2 cents. Like I said, I do have a lot of experience seeing people of all genders not wearing many clothes as a swimmer. So yes, and yes, like Nick Mandel says, it was the 90s. So I think it's a big bush. Yeah, Yoi, I was a swimmer. I really need to get back in the water, get in better shape. Past couple of years, sitting around a bit too much. Nuber, hey, great to see you, man. Oh, and you know what? The thing that was more surprising to me than the front, because she's got a huge rack. She doesn't have much junk in the back. I was surprised to see. Which Catwoman does a lot of like crouching, a lot of squats. So she'd probably be pretty fit. Morky, your track and baseball. Oh man, I was in middle school for 2 years I ran cross country, and I was a terrible runner. Give me the water, I'm a superstar, but dry land, I'm not worth very much. Nuber, I didn't check out the Mr. Freeze One Bad Day. Is that out now? I will definitely check that out. Actually, maybe over break, I could do a video. We could kind of do a little look at the One Bad Day series to date, because I have read Riddler, and I did read the Two-Face one. Really liked the Riddler. Didn't like the Two-Face one. That'd be a fun video to do. Oh, I might do my movie list. Maybe I'll do a top 10 movie list too. I want to do a lot of catch up on some content. You know what I mean? Put some stuff out. Get in touch with you guys. So that might be a good one to do. Or maybe those could just be live stream topics even. What was I gonna say though? Oh, you know, I was putting together my top 10 movies list, and I don't know if the Batman's on it. I mean, it probably is, but there's been some pretty good stuff this year. The Batman will be on it. Who am I kidding? Oh yeah, Nick. Yeah, the toy reviews. We'll get toy reviews. We got stuff coming out. But a lot of this stuff the past couple months, it's just they've been kind of a snooze for me. They're you know, I'm sure they're fun to play with, but just the characters and stuff, I'm rather, the amount of space I have, I would like to focus more on just that Bat universe. Nathan, your top 3 was Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Batman, and Decision to Leave. I didn't see Decision to Leave. Yo, I appreciate that. You'll watch anything. Yeah, well, I want to be able to do. I mean, it'll still, you know, toys will be the main focus. That won't change. But I would like to be able to just, I mean, hell, we could talk about other stuff too. I've been threatening to do it for a while and just haven't followed through. But I'll have some really dedicated time over break. Nick, you've been more into NECA, Hasbro, Mattel lately. Oh, Nathan, I didn't even know that Park Chan-wook had a new film out. Wow, okay, I don't know how I missed that. I really don't know how I missed that. That's awesome. Oh, 90s Kyle love in there in the... Not gonna be in it for me. But, I mean, hey, I get why you dig it. Nuber, you're saying the Mr. Freeze One Bad Day is one of the best Freeze stories since Heart of Ice. That's awesome. That sounds great. I'll definitely read it. I thought another recent really good Mr. Freeze story was, oddly enough, in the second season of the HBO Harley Quinn show, where he ends up... This has been out for a while. Can I spoil it? He finds out that the cure for Nora is like in his blood, so he chooses to die so that she can live. It's good. It's a good. I mean, you know, the delivery it's the Harley Quinn show, which is pretty good, but it's also kind of cheesy, you know, as far as... Oh yeah, Deadman. Hopefully Deadman comes through before the end of the year. Oh, you know what? Something I realized when I was kind of compiling my best of the year fig list is... I have to go back and check, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get I don't think anybody really got year 2 Batman. before January 1st of 22. So I think he's on the list. I have to double check. But that's I mean, that's how far back. I mean, 2022 has been wild. A lot of figs. A lot of figs, man. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do some giveaways here, right? The Christmas Seas. Mixalis, I did not get Batrocitus. Anything lantern adjacent going forward, this is probably going to be the last lantern that I get for a while, unless they make me get one in another Build-A-Fig wave. I just don't need him. I just don't need him. I don't, like, haven't read a lot of lantern stories, any of them, you know, any of that pocket of DC is just not in my wheelhouse. So it's a super cool character. I mean, there's more than one of them, obviously. It's a cool little corner of the universe. It's just I never really got into any of the stories where that was prominently featured, you know? There's a lot of love for that Kyle Rayner. Probably going to be controversial when he's not on mine. Oh yeah, Nick Mandel. I never got Necron. I almost got him on sale. But yeah, it's just don't need him. Don't need him. I really wanted that Frankenstein, but the more I looked at him, I was like, it's just not. The Sgt. Pepper's shirt kind of just is not the flavor of Frankenstein that I want on the shelf. Oh yeah, Grifter is a great fig. I ended up getting like 3 or 4 Grifters to use as fodder because he's just got great, like, that plainclothes civilian kind of regular jacket, pants and stuff. Yeah, Mongol does look pretty fun, Morky. Pretty fun, but yeah, just the character selection that's been coming out, not quite enough. If I had more space, I would get everything, but just with the move and everything, I'm kind of wanting to, you know, I've talked about it in past live streams. I think we did a few sessions in the toy room just cleaning out and making space. You got to periodically kind of give yourself room to grow into and not just be having like piles of stuff right here. You know what I mean? That has nowhere to go. So I gotta push back against that a little bit. It's a convenient time to pass on some of the releases. Yeah, Whacker, time to cherry pick. Yeah. I mean, a little. And like I said last time, I think we were hanging out, like, I actually haven't been spending less money on toys. I was stockpiling all those Legends and the, you know, vehicles, 6-inch scale stuff that will eventually be customs. Oh yeah, you know, that Speeding Bullets bat, man. When he first dropped, I was like, yeah, I'll pass on that. And then the more I see people that have it in hand, I'm like, that does look like a really sharp fig. Nick, you're dealing with some of those piles. Yeah, you know, like I showed you, some of those shelves are kind of empty. And then now on this bookshelf here, I have a bit more space, but my Here's what I don't like. This is the part that's I'm not fond of. Is my filing cabinet here, which these doors are just, these are full up. Full up. Which means I don't have room to grow, right? So I need some attention there. But the other thing is, now at work I got a lot of space in the office, especially for some like bigger stuff. So I think all the Avatar stuff is gonna go to work. Even though that'll make me look like some weird like Avatar super fan. Whatever. They're just cool looking. Who cares? Northern Nomad, what is up? Great to see you. Yeah, Nathan, the one kind of ongoing problem that we've got with some of these Batman and like kind of creating your own sort of ultimate one is the different approaches to the head and neck. Some of them have the whole like socket thing, plug, one piece neck, and then the others have the cut at the base of the head. Yeah, Yoy, I'm with you there. Your loose rule's not spending over $100 on one figure. I used to buy much fewer toys, but I spent more on each one. So once every few months, I would get some, import that was $80, or maybe a hot toy that was on sale here or there. And it was fun for a little bit, but that's not really. I mean, I'm not trying to spend that much, I'm not trying to fill up one of these with hot toys. I mean, if that's your flavor, right on, because they're cool as hell. But I don't need to go that crazy. That's part of why I got into these. It was like, oh, it's Batman, and the price is just right. I could go nuts. I started this channel kind of as an excuse to get more of these. So I was like, well, if I did reviews and stuff, I could kind of justify getting more figs. Yeah, Spider-Verse could be pretty tempting. Eddie, could I see McFarlane going to pinless joints in the future? I mean, I guess I could see it, but I doubt it's in their short list of things that they want to improve. That I don't know. I mean, I could see it, but it doesn't feel like that's on their priority list. Yeah, Whacker Maker, trying not to fall down the indie toys rabbit hole. Yeah, it's just they're expensive, like I'll drop some money on toys, on some plastic, you know what I mean? But I like spending $100 on these Build-A-Fig waves, and you get 5 figs, it's $100. That's right on, man. That's a crazy deal, honestly. Q Silver, hey, great to see you. Scott Knight, yeah, the 84 Wonder Woman is still almost all we got, unless you put together a custom with some of the weird Viking Wonder Women. Yeah, Whacker Maker, it's true that the pinless would fall within Todd's method of favoring sculpt over articulation, but I think it's probably just a cost factor, you know what I mean? That would be my guess. I don't know. Yeah, Eddie, I'm with you. They don't tend to bother me. They could be, you know. Sometimes they're more noticeable than other times. But collect to disappoint. You just watched the first Avatar to refresh your brain before seeing the new movie, and you really want some McFarlane Avatar figures now. Yeah, I mean, they're these are dope, guys. Like I need to do a posing on one of those 360 vids with this. Dude, these are so cool. And I mean, what's interesting is that it's technically a 1/18th scale line. The humans are 4-inch. Scott Knight, great to see you. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. If you gotta go, you gotta go. I mean, you're gonna be seeing more of these again here on the end of the year list, but these are so tight. Alleviator, you're looking to build a Banshee family. I'm kind of with you. Like at first I was like, I'm just gonna get one Banshee. And then now, especially after seeing the new one, if they put out some of the other characters and another Banshee from Way of Water, I would get them. I would get them. Some of the other characters that they could do if they did a third wave. Oh my god! I really hope they get a third wave. And I mean, like, look at them. They're dope, folks. Collect the price range on these Avatar figs. It's all over the place. This guy is $50. This guy in the Banshee. This crab mech is $40. This Navi 7-inch Navi is $25, and this little 4-inch Quaritch was $25 also. So, I mean, they'll probably go on sale. I mean, I don't know. I think word of mouth is probably going to move a lot of units on these, honestly. And I mean, everybody's going to see those movies, right? So I definitely see these going on sale, just because they're a bit pricey, and they did put out a lot of figs at once. But I don't think they're going to be like they're going to be more popular than Princess Bride, basically. You know, that's Oh, Nick, you're stepping outside. Oh yeah, Eddie. The jaw articulates. This is bendy. I mean, this guy rocks. This was the one I was kind of maybe least stoked about. It rocks. It's so cool. It's such a cool fig. And frankly, if you're not all about Avatar, which can't blame you, these could be dragons. The Banshee could be a Nazgul, I think, easy. With some paint. Yeah, I mean, it's out of bounds. I mean, look at them. These are tough. These are tough, dude. I mean, yeah, and I mean, I didn't want to get two of these because it's like the same. This one, the only difference between this one and Jake Sully's Banshee is the paint job, and then he's got a screaming open mouth face because this doesn't have an articulated jaw. So I'm like, I don't need two of those. But you can put them in so many poses that it's like, well, actually, it would be sweet to have two of them, and one is in this pose, and one is in maybe the wings are down, flight, with the person on it doing something different. I might end up having a lot of avatar figs. And I mean, the real winner of the whole thing is this guy right here. Gabriel, hey, how's it going? Yeah, Eddie, Godzilla foes. Yeah. I show. Oh, it was Andy from Would You Kindly Studios that made this Dio. He picked up the Banshee and used it. He's got Obi-Wan riding it, like Star Wars mount. If I was collecting 4-inch Star Wars, and I had like a little cantina or like Jabba's palace kind of Dio, I would definitely get one of the Na'vi like hanging out in the cantina. Yeah, Eddie Blacklight paint. They've got paint gimmicks in there. They went hard. They went really hard on this line. Hey, what's up, Cloud? Oh, Q Silver, that's a great idea. Get the skim wing, and you have the drowned right in this. Yeah, that's a great idea. Oh, Alleviator, great idea, because they have those like smaller scale, that smaller scale little kind of desktop size like mini figs from the Todd's doing that different little mini statue scale avatar line. You could get little ones of those you could flesh out your like universe. Yeah. You could also even kind of just have, maybe even if you're just trying to do like a forced perspective and they're in the background, if you're doing photos. Yeah, no, Matt, I'm still buying DC Multiverse. Just the past couple months, the stuff hasn't blown me away. Between moving, I started a new job, the Kickstarter and shipping out all that took a lot of resources, a lot of time as well. So we went through a little break here, and now with the holiday seas coming back, oh yeah, we'll be coming in. Yeah, Q Silver, I think I will get Eradicator. I'll probably get just about all those ones that we saw leaked like today. I'll probably get all those. Nuber, I haven't checked out Batman Spawn yet. Actually, I told my girlfriend to get it for me for Christmas, so that I haven't picked it up. I asked her to. I didn't tell her to. Cloud, do I think Spawn will be big again like he used to be? I really think I wouldn't be surprised if this Batman Spawn crossover, it's probably going to move a lot of books. And if the amount of books, the amount of attention that it could get, I don't think it's going to be like Death of Superman, huge event, but people are going to talk about it a lot. And people who haven't been the past couple of years following what Todd's been doing, a lot of people are going to be like, oh yeah, Spawn was the shit, man. I love Spawn. They'll get stoked on Spawn again, and I think Todd might actually finally get movement on the movie. off the back of Batman Spawn. If anything moves the needle enough to get that movie finally happening, I think it could be this. It's got potential. Hey, Jacob, what do I think of the Justice League Power Rangers Mega Fig thing? Oh, I'm picking that up for sure. Love it. Love that. Voltron, Megazord. Yes. Justice League. Yeah, count me in for that. Oh, yeah, Whacker. That Barbie trailer was awesome. Yeah, like 2001. Yeah, that rocked. That movie's going to rock. Yeah, Nuber, need indie superhero movies now more than others. I think that could be really cool. It's kind of maybe, you know how that stuff comes in cycles, right? 80s saw some of the more popular indie kind of superheroes and indie comics, and then in the 90s again as well. But it was stuff like The Boys and those kind of like the deconstruction, you know what I mean? That like postmodern, sort of reflective kind of stories. Probably about time for that. It's probably about time for that cycle to begin anew. People flocking toward. I mean, people forget like Men in Black was a comic book. There's a shitload of huge properties that were comics that aren't superheroes either. You know. Tom, what is up? What am I looking forward to from the DC multiverse? Pretty stoked on some of those ones that we saw in hand today. That new Catwoman. Freeze wasn't in there, but he's coming soon. Who else was in that? That Superboy looks super cool, and Eradicator looks very cool too. That cape is a strong choice. I like it. Oh, Gladiator Batman looks tough. Hell yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait because that Gladiator Superman rocks, and I would like to display him actually. I will put those guys on the shelf. Cloud, am I going to get the Avatar game if it doesn't get canceled? It depends on what it looks like, right? I did. I'm on the wait list to. I'm gonna pull the trigger and get a PS5 if I am able to. I'm on the wait list on Amazon. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. The PS4 is on its last legs. Yeah, I'll do it. I'm gonna get a PS5, and then I'll wait. Eventually, I'll get it. Wait for at least one price drop on the new Xbox. But once I get that PS5, I'll definitely get Death Stranding Director's Cut. That would be fun to stream. Death Stranding is the shit, folks. We can skip all the cutscenes and shit. But that game's just it's really fun to play, I think. Whacker, yes, I absolutely love concept art books. I've looked at that Way of Water one as well. It looks very cool. I have so many concept art books in my like saved on Amazon and like saved for later on Amazon. Fury Road. Vaughton actually convinced me to get the Watchmen movie art book, which it's cool as hell. Cloud, you got your PS5. Q Silver, why wait? I was kind of trying to wait for like one price drop. I was trying to see if I could hold on and wait to jump into next gen until at least one price drop. But man, I've got a day one PS4 and a day one Xbox One. So they're showing their age. Cloud, is Death Stranding a mailman simulator? Kind of, yeah. Yeah, man, but it's pretty special. That's honestly, I'm a huge Metal Gear fan. I might like Death Stranding as a game more than MGS. I don't know. It's amazing. It's art, folks. I mean, it's pretty special. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. That's for sure. Rumored slim PS5 next year. Of course, as soon as I get one, then they'll announce the next that price drop. As soon as I get it. Daddy 081. House catches fire. What's the one fig I grab on the way out? My answer is kind of a cheat. It's my custom Bob the Goon. This is what I would grab. If I could only grab one. Man, think about some of the stuff that came out in 2022. The Drifter motorcycle, you know that's in the top 5 probably. YH, hey, great to see you. Oh, Noober, is that Vampire Batman? I thought it was just kind of a zombie Batman. But it's just the Hush body again. I think I'm going to have to pass. As much as I'd love a Vampire Batman. He's just that Hush body again, right? Is that the one I'm thinking of? YH, I'm going to be putting Starro together here over holiday break. I'm about to, after I get off work on Tuesday, I'm going to have like 2 weeks straight off work. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff for the channel during that time. Probably do a bunch of lives. I mean, obviously I'll put out some videos. I'll review finally Power Ring and put Starro together. Do the end of the year list. Branch out with maybe some favorite movies of the year. Yeah. We'll hang out. We'll have fun. Probably wind it down here for now. I need to go eat some dins. Yeah, Nick, so between the long drawn out year-long Build-A-Fig, which just really kills my buzz, I don't like that. Maybe if they do another year-long Build-A-Fig wave, I might just buy them along the way and save the reviews until I have all 4. I would probably enjoy that a little bit more. But yeah, you're saying the new Starro is basically a statue, but he's one of your all-time favorite DC figures. I'm really looking forward to it. He's going to be super cool. But the fact that he is he's not super, he doesn't have traditional articulation or anything. The fun factor, it's not going to be quite the same. So that's also why I'm dragging my feet on finally doing that damn review. Q Silver, the Flashpoint line, it'll be cool. I'll pick it up. We'll see what ends up being in that. Especially because like now that Flashpoint Batman is like kind of an endangered species, like, and I've got him. I want to, yeah, maybe supplement that guy, bring him back out. Whacker, hey, great to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna head out here. Just a few, folks. Any final remarks? Jacob, you think if they're gonna do year long, they should do bigger figures via bigger waves, like maybe 6 or 8 figures. Just get some much bigger boys. That's not a bad idea. I would be down for that. I would be down for a bigger Build-A-Fig wave, if as long as it doesn't become the norm. I could be down if it meant a bigger figure. If it meant like maybe a more unusually kind of shaped size, unique articulation. Because like Solomon Grundy was just kind of it didn't feel particularly special. You know, the horse was awesome. The horse might be probably the best Build-A-Fig to date. Yeah, is that true? Horse might be the best Build-A-Fig. Oh, Nathan, hey, appreciate the happy holidays wishes. I'll probably be on before any of the end of year holidays begin. We will, yeah, middle of next week, probably Wednesday or so. We'll definitely be hanging out more for sure. Oh, Jacob, Atrocitus was very fun figure. Definitely. Hey, I liked Bane. I liked the build of Bane. You know, he didn't move much, but he looked cool. He's not. I mean, the Nightfall Bane is better. But I liked that first one. It's cool, just cool size and proportions. I like that variety. All right, gang. Great to see you all. We'll be hanging out soon. Yeah, over the break here. Next week, we will hang out. Maybe get some game streams going too. Maybe my PS4 can hang on just a little bit longer and get us through a game stream or two. I'll be rusty. I haven't played shit. I was in the habit of playing Evil Dead, the game, pretty regularly, but fell out of the habit and they just never picked it back up. I like that game. I still think that's a great game. All right, gang. Peace out. I'll talk to you soon. Late.